Hey there, guys. It's controversial here. Things are not looking good for South Africa, and South Africa is the country where I live. Now, I don't need to give you a whole basis on how South Africa is struggling, because South Africa has never been okay to begin with. South Africa has never been a country that's been doing well. We have a rising crime rate, we have a bad economy, corruption, racism, the travel industry, unemployment, inequality, load shedding, COVID 19. Now, there's so many more issues, and to go into detail, I could write a whole series of books and encyclopedia about the rapidly, the slowly, the quick and rapid decline of South Africa. Now, I don't need to paint a picture. You can go check the news. I'm sure South Africa has popped up in your news wire your or in your articles or in your daily news somewhere. Now, South Africa is slowly becoming a really bad country, like a bad place to live. Because when I was a kid, it wasn't this way. Yeah, it wasn't safe. It wasn't the safest place in the world, but it wasn't as bad as it is now. I mean, like the crime rate has been bad. I think South Africa is has one of the highest crime rates in the world, ranging from petty crime to murders, rapes, and everything. Like South Africa is just generally not a safe place to live in. I don't feel safe walking in public. I don't feel safe even when I'm in a crowded place. Like I can go to a mall and feel at any point someone's just gonna come with a bunch of guns and shoot up the place, because it has happened before. Malls and stuff, and people know the code of South Africa with crime. Now the economy is not helping the situation either, because the economy has not been doing well for years. The rand, the exchange rate is so bad now. Everything is becoming extremely expensive. Buying food is becoming a chore, and very soon we are not going to be able to even afford food. We're not going to be able to afford power, electricity. Like we're not going to be able to afford electricity, petrol, you name it. Everything is just so freaking expensive, and I get it. Well, if everything is expensive, why don't you just make more money? Which is a good argument, but if you check, there's so much unemployment in South Africa, it's crazy. And there's so much corruption of funds. Like the youth of South Africa has no hope, because I'm a part of that youth. I'm a part of the youth, and I'm sort of starting to age out of it now, and it's becoming so bad to the point where I don't know what to do. I don't even think going to college is gonna change anything, because the unemployment is extremely bad. Like the last time I checked, I think it was a 34% unemployment rate, and for adults, and a 62 or 63% for youth unemployment. Now, honestly speaking, I don't know if you think that's bad, but to me that's bad. I don't know what you're gonna do about this, and the government isn't helping the situation either. Corruption is running rampant. Government officials, like the president, literally had to tell his own party to not be corrupt and to not steal money. I don't know what type of a country this is, and I have no idea why South Africans accept such chaos and such disorder and and such a rampant corruption in their country. But then it's so crazy. Like, this country is crazy. Prices are rising, and then people are not doing anything about it. And essentially, I can honestly say at this point, the only people that South Africans have to blame is themselves. You voted in the ANC, you voted in these parties, you voted in all of these government officials. So essentially, you should really the way to change the course of the country is during elections. If one party is not doing the right job, vote for another one. But honestly speaking, it's to the point where South African politics is so bad that they don't know who to vote for, because no one is going to be able to bring rapid change unless it's to the detriment of South Africa. So things have to get worse before they get better, but things have been worse and things are not getting better. Now, racism has always been a problem in South Africa. There's racism everywhere, but racism is really striking a hard chord in South Africa as amounts to jobs, life direction. I think, like honestly speaking, in South Africa, like white people are still doing the best, and anyone who falls under Asian or Indian or ethnic are still doing a lot better than the black majority. The black majority are not doing well in South Africa, but everyone wants to pull the BEE card, which is Black Economic Empowerment. And Black Economic Empowerment only helps like 1 to probably 2% of black people. BEE has never really done anything for me or my family, and right now we are struggling financially, so it doesn't help. And people want to talk about a small thing when the white people literally have most of the wealth in South Africa. I did a bit of researching, and I want to leave South Africa. That's what I want to do. I want to leave and I want to go to a different country. I want to leave South Africa. And I did some research, and most of the people who immigrated or who are able to leave South Africa are white people. But then everyone wants to complain about BEE as if it's that significant. But anyway, now the unemployment rate in South Africa is really bad, which is something that no one can do anything about at this point, because I don't know where the money to start businesses is gonna come from. And then so we have this whole unemployment problem, and there's load shedding. So Africa is having a huge power crisis at the moment, of where there is no power to power the country. And I don't understand how people are standing for this, because really, how is it that an energy company, a power source cannot do one job? You have one job, which is to supply electricity to people who need it. Now, inequality is a huge issue in South Africa, and you do not need to look forward to see it. You have a squatter camp on one side, and then you have a nice, rich neighborhood, whether it be middle class or upper middle class or upscale, whatever you want to call it, upper middle class neighborhoods right next to squatter camps. And these informal settlements, sorry, not squatter camps, informal settlements are illegal. You cannot just set up an informal settlement next to an upscale neighborhood. Property values are going down. People don't feel safe. People are getting robbed. Like, South Africa is not a safe country anymore. I would probably feel safer if I had a gun. That's probably what I'm gonna do in my future, is get a gun so I can feel safe. Now, COVID-19, we are slowly moving out of COVID-19 and the pandemic. Like, restrictions are easing, quarantines and everything people don't have to wear masks and everything. So that's okay. So now things are moving out. But as for what's been going on, I don't know what the future of South Africa is to hold, eh? And I really don't know, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do for my future, because I certainly know that going to go study is not going to make me any more money if the unemployment is so bad. And how can I get money to leave if there are no jobs? I'm really stuck in a bind, and I am not joking. This country is extremely bad, and the numbers are shocking. If you look back, maybe at least a good 5 years, things were not as worse as they are now, but they weren't better either. It's just crazy to think that people. But anyway, guys, this is controversial, saying I'm scared for my future and I'm scared for the safety of me, my family, my friends, and everyone. It's just, it's just really been doing my mental health a huge blow, to think that there's nothing I can really do about anything anymore. My parents keep on telling me, my dad, my dad keeps on prompting that I should go study, but it's like, how can I go study when there's such bad employment? It's not really gonna change anything if I go study. But then again, I'm not losing anything if I don't go study. But I'm not sure. Because I really just want money right now. I want a job to be able to buy things that I want and enjoy life. But anyway, guys, this is controversial signing off. I'll see all of you guys in the next video. Goodbye.